Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Lilac Boots, and welcome back to the Scroll. I have my fabulous co-host Frank. What's up, Frank?
Yo, hey
And
Boots.
I have a very special guest co-host today. It's Papito. How you doing, Papito?
Yeah. Good.
um, so I just wanted to start off this week with something positive. So if you weren't aware, right before the weekend, there was a special Google Doodle that showed about one of the game industry pioneers, Jerry Lawson. Um, reason why I decided to talk about this, what makes it so special, is because Jerry Lawson is African American, and he was responsible, or rather is credited with developing the first cartridges for console video games. So, just in case I'm talking to someone extremely young, if you ever remember maybe an older sibling or older cousin that maybe had a Sega Genesis or a Nintendo 64, I believe, if you saw them take the cartridge out of the top of the game and then blow on it and put it back in, that's what I'm talking about. So I never had one. I just know about it because like I said, I had older cousins who had those types of console games. But yes, this gentleman was responsible for that. So Jerry Lawson, he actually passed away in 2011, but before that, they had honored him with a special award for his achievements in video games. He was from Brooklyn. His birthday just passed.
I had to for Brooklyn.
Yeah. His birthday had just passed, which is why they chose December 1st as the day to put the Google Doodle. So he got started with having an interest in electrical engineering. He started like repairing small stuff like televisions, and then he built like an amateur radio station when he was 13. Once he finished college, he moved to Northern California in 1970 to join Fairchild Semiconductor, where he would become the company's chief hardware engineer. So that's how you can tell, you got started off with just working with electronics in the first place. So he also went on to found VideoSoft, it was like a short-lived gaming software developer before, moving on to consulting and like other things. The Strong National Museum of Play, which is a video game museum in Rochester, which is upstate New York, they have a permanent exhibit dedicated to him. So, yeah, so if you want to learn more about him, just Google Jerry Lawson. And then you'll see it. You'll probably get a chance to see the Google Doodle. Also, the reason why I brought it up was because, well, you probably missed it by now, but if you saw the Google Doodle, not only did you get to play like mini games, but you also got to mod those games, which was really cool. So I don't know if you guys got a chance. I know Frank did, but I don't know if you got a chance to see it, Papito.
I saw it. I wasn't able to mod anything, but I saw it though. It was cool.
Okay, yeah. I only played the one that was like the first one that was like Mario, and I tried that. That was cool.
I modded it and stopped one of the creatures from attacking me. I felt so accomplished. I smiled for like 10 minutes. Look at you. It was fairly easy. They basically made it plug and play for the modding, which was fine, but it was just fun to see like the back end of how like development works, the easy style version.
I mean, it's cool that we got to, celebrate a black man doing his thing, and it's the main reason why we're all playing video games, basically. So I am happy about that.
Oh yeah, that was just great. I just loved the doodle.
Yeah.
Next thing I want to bring up is I know last week we had went over the nominees and who did we think would win each award. So along with that, I just wanted to shout out anyone who listens to this who also streams. If you want, you can also co-stream the show. You have to sign up for it. You have to go to thegameawards.com/FAQ. I know the award starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to co-stream the show on your Twitch channel, you have to sign up on their official website as an official co-streamer. And then, fill out all the paperwork and everything. But I was going to do it. I just don't think I'm going to make it back home in time, which really sucks because me not being home that early was kind of impromptu. I was not expecting.
What time do they start?
The Game Awards?
Yeah.
It's supposed to come on at 7:30. This will be December
The
8th.
awards start at 8 though. Like it's a little pre-show, and then they're on at 8.
Yeah, that's true. But I think if you're like being an official co-streamer, they probably want you to like literally stream the entire thing from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my assumption.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing it, but like I legit fly back home on that day, and I'm like, nah, I'm not. I ain't gonna do all that. Plus, I'm gonna be trying to get me a Steam Deck by watching
Yeah.
it on Steam. So like, yeah, like I'm good. Because apparently, like it's they're giving away a Steam Deck every minute.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, every damn minute of that show, I'm just like, so for 3 whole ass hours, every minute you're about to like give away. I'm like, look, I don't. If I don't get one, then it is what it is. But god dang it, I'm gonna try. Like,
Yeah. I actually was gonna bring that up next. There's a catch to that. You have to watch it through Steam.tv. So you can't just watch it on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. You have to do it through Steam's streaming channel, and they're gonna announce the winner by their Steam username. So make sure you pay attention to that.
They're gonna announce. I think they said in the chat. So it's like, so long as you like sign up for it, then it's like, hey, just watch it here and pay attention to the chat. It's like, all right, I'm good.
Yes. So the Steam Deck is going to be the 512 gigabytes model. This is the PC gaming handheld that Valve launched back in February. It's been a short supply, because of popular demand. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to. I'm definitely going to watch the awards through Steam's official channel and see if I can, get me one as well. That would be very nice.
Yeah.
I am reactivating my Steam account right now.
Yes, please. Yeah. It's just really like, I mean, normally it's like, oh, we'll give away 1 or we'll give away 2, but it's like the last Game Awards lasted like 3 hours or so with all the concert. And so it's like, so they're gonna give maybe like a good 180 Steam Decks. So it's like, man, maybe.
Yeah. Also, speaking of the length of the award show, they just I forgot who it was. I think it was Video Game Chronicles. I think they interviewed Jeff Keighley either today or the day before, and then they were just like, well, is it going to be the same amount of time like it was last year? He was like, oh no, it's going to be a little bit more streamlined this year. So they cut some stuff out. So I think it's not gonna drag on like it did last year.
Yeah, no, because they got a lot of crap for all the extra things that they were doing, and I'm not gonna lie, like I liked the Game Awards when it first started, but then it kind of turned more into like a commercial thing.
Yeah.
And with all the concerts and everything, I was like, dude, I'm not here to watch these random bands that I don't know. I'm here to see what new game announcements y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I miss when it was one of those like remember that moment when Kojima wasn't there and they basically did a whole fuck Konami and still gave him an award. So it's just like, let's do more of that.
Yeah.
The gamers can, getting together doing gaming things, not here's a commercial and have The Rock talking about an energy drink from this gym or some shit. That's what they did. Like, bro, I'm not here to hear you talking about your personal energy drink. Like, just show the movie and just go on with your life.
Yeah. The final, nice thing that I want to bring up is it's a personal special day for me because today is Dragon Age Day and it's fucking cool. And also, there's a new teaser trailer for Dragon Age Dreadwolf. If you haven't,
It's like, yes, sir.
If you haven't watched the teaser trailer, go watch it right now. It's just like 1 minute and 20 seconds, I think. And it's basically Varys. If you don't know who Varys is, he's the famous dwarf from the series. And basically explaining, like, I would actually, you know what, I wouldn't watch it unless you played Inquisition or you just don't care about Inquisition. You're not going to bother playing it. Because the teaser trailer kind of spoils the end of Inquisition. So I wouldn't if I haven't played Inquisition yet. But yeah, today's Dragon Age Day. So happy. They also on their official site, if you want to download, they have like a free coloring book, I think. Yeah, a free coloring book. If you feel like coloring and you just want to do it just because it's Dragon Age Day. That'd be
That's
nice. What else? I think that's all like the general news I have. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know
That's-
unless you got something, Frank.
No, I don't have anything in particular as far as news goes. I wanted to keep it positive for now. We could bring up the games of the month for uh, Xbox and PlayStation.
I was gonna do that when we came back from break, just to people have something to look out for towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just it was just positive general news. I already knew we were gonna get into it right after this, so
Oh yeah,
it's totally up to you because I know you want to get into this girl's ass.
yeah, because it's annoying. Because okay, so what Boots is talking about is there was a streamer. Hold on. Cool.
We're going right into it. Let's go.
Oh yeah, there was a streamer. Her name is Karen Liao, and she I think was a reality show contestant at some point.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Cause I was looking at her stream, her Twitch page, because I wanted to do a little research to make sure I wasn't like incorrect when I said all this.
Okay.
And like one of her things was, you remember from a reality show? So I muted the shit out of her because she's annoying, and I'm just sitting here like, are you kidding me? So there's an article from a couple weeks ago where she was doing a stream asking for donations, and a viewer had donated $1. And she decided, instead of being grateful for the donation, she decided to aggressively bully this viewer who donated the $1, saying, "Oh well, you should do more, or you too broke, or don't even donate at all." Blah blah blah. There's a bunch of bullshit, and, and it's like, who in the holy hell are you to sit here and try to demean somebody for donating $1? They didn't have to donate you shit. So and I'm looking at her page, and all she does is like fake cooking videos because I guess she's in the kitchen, but like, all right. And then she has like streams where she's in the bedroom just chatting, but like she don't even look all that cute to be out here trying to put people in these little just chatting streams. Like, I'm not saying that I'm against women doing these streams. I don't care. Mm-hmm. There's Chat Your Bait. There's Omega. There's all kinds of other actual programs that do this that you can use. And you can even have OnlyFans set up. Or whatever you want. Do what you want to do. But don't sit here and try to berate somebody for deciding to give you $1. That's the bullshit. That's why you're a piece of shit. Nobody cares that you're like out here streaming because of your looks. She's basic as hell. Like, and even in terms of like the exotic look that people are fawning over now, she's still basic as shit. Like, you can go down to your local hangout spot and you can find a more attractive person, guaranteed, no facts. They're all facts, no cap. And it's just annoying that people out here have the entitlement to do shit like that. Like, it's the person, the viewer decided to donate $1 for their time for your stream, and all you could do was just muster up the ability to bully them. That's ridiculous. It's outrageous, and they should be fucking banned from the platform, in my opinion.
I agree.
You go on and tell them, bro. I mean,
terrible shit, man.
Like, yeah, I know. Sometimes there's some folks that just donate $1 just to do the speech.
Yeah, that's true.
I think in that instance, it was just like, I'm just gonna give you $1, which it's like cool things. Like it just turned into this big old thing, and it's like you really could have just let that $1 slide. Like,
you could have just not acknowledged it and had a better turnout than what you were trying to do. Like, if you just didn't say anything, you would have been a better response than what you decided to do.
Yep.
Or even just like every dollar matters, and thank you for that $1. Like, it's cool. Like,
yeah. Don't turn your chat on the person who donated $1. Maybe that's all they had. Maybe that's all they could spare, and they were being nice. Donate $1. You seem cool.
Yeah, but for berating someone for getting a donation is really out of pocket. It's really.
I almost want to charge and see if I can get them to donate like $10,000 and then like take it back. To get them with the chargebacks that people were getting hit with on PayPal.
Not the chargebacks.
Yeah. You want to talk shit? Give me that back. Charge it back. That's right. Robin Hood gamer style.
I don't like the
Hood.
fact that she straight up said, "Don't be poor." Like, girl,
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
that
were.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
come on, girl. Like, you can't be saying stuff like that. Like,
yeah, you
that's.
can't do that.
Piece of shit. Terrible person.
um. Yeah. And Papito, I know you wanted to. I know we're like super late, but I know you wanted
Mhm.
to talk about something that happened with Twitch and how they didn't really promote Hispanic History Month.
Oh
Um.
yeah, another situation of Twitch not really treating their marginalized and POCs properly. Yeah, sure, that's love to get into that. It's just like you know, I think the main annoyance about everything, is up to and including Twitch. It's really just how it's like they'll acknowledge it for like one thing, but then it's like after that, it's like yeah, that's it. So like a good example, like there were plenty of Hispanic streamers, getting the front page, right? But it was from a select group that you
Mhm.
had to sign up for and everything like that, which is cool. It's fine, whatever. But my biggest problem is it would always be just like one or two, and then like after that, it goes right into the main streams of that they usually have. Like it'll be just like a random dude playing music on the front page, and it's like there's nothing on the front page to indicate that it was Hispanic Heritage Month. Even the recommendations, me as a Hispanic person,
Mhm.
following all these Hispanic folks because it's like yeah, I don't want to bring up my own peoples. I would still get recommendations for like random ass streams and random ass like Fortnite streams or whatever. And it's like, dude, I don't watch nobody playing Fortnite, even my own friends. Like it's just it's bonkers, right?
Mhm.
And so, and then they do like I was able to get like invited to talk about Café Cultivar, which is a group that was created for Hispanic, Latinx, streamers to kind of just have a little get together and basically just be treated as family, right? Because
Mhm.
a lot of the times, even like there'll be tags that are added on Twitch. Like for example, there was a Dominican, like Dominicano, Dominicana tag on Twitch, but then they got removed. And so,
What?
like I was able to follow like a bunch of like Dominican streamers, from the DR and everything. But then it's after I don't know how long, like they just removed it out of nowhere with no notifications for nobody. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. So now I can't find my own people. We're just gonna just group them
Wow.
up into Latino or Latinx. It's like, yeah, that's great. Love that for me, But like I was able to like get into something where I was able to promote the community and all. But like the way that they went about it was just so ass backwards that it was like, oh, like I got like no real support from them. I didn't get any um like promotional material
Mhm.
to promote the stream. Like we had to make our own gifs and our own images and such to announce that we were going to be there. There was no notification on none of their Twitch channels or none of their Twitch
Yeah.
accounts that we were going to be there. And it was like a good like hour of folks from like different Hispanic communities being showcased and interviewed and everything, and like nothing. There was no tag, no anything. The image that we were able to grab, we had to like grab it from a Google image search.
Wow.
Um, when I tell you I got nothing. Like even like as far as like what was going to be like asked and
Mhm.
everything, like we were preparing ourselves, like what kind of questions they're going to ask us or whatever, whatever. Like we didn't even get like pre-interview prep time to
Oh
know
wow. No post
what we
game
were
or
talking
pre
about.
game stuff.
No, like there was no like pre-stream like hey
Yeah.
these are the questions that we're gonna ask if you want to get like a statement ready or whatever whatever. It was just like okay here you are, and then all of a sudden we're live. It's like oh shit, like okay, like you're next to be live. It's like oh okay, like so we we did our thing, which was great, but it's like it would have been awesome if we were more prepared because there were some parts where like in just my opinion that it felt like we were unprepared, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And then even I'm not gonna go too much into detail on this because I don't know how much I can talk about it. But
Mhm.
even in certain things that they were supposed to do afterwards, like they were it still took them a long time to do so. Like I had to kind of call them out, like, hey, it's been um like past the time in which we were supposed to get some kind of support,
Right.
and you haven't provided it, and you had to kind of remind them twice, to make sure, and it was past the, contracted time in which, they told us they were going to provide us some kind of support, and it was after that that we got it. So it was just very frustrating because, as a Hispanic person myself, like I'm just, it's like even in times where we're supposed to be celebrated, everything gets like
Yeah.
so ignored. You know what I mean? And like and there were, and honestly, I feel like it was the worst Hispanic Heritage Month that I've seen on Twitch. Which is, it feels like it's kind of a common um feeling in regards to like a lot of things that were supposed to be celebrated on Twitch, but it wasn't. Because there were even things like, like the whole hurricane that happened, across like Puerto Rico and everything like that. There was
Mhm.
like nothing,
Yeah.
nothing. And it's wild because it's like it happened during Hispanic Heritage Month, and of course, all the Hispanic streamers and everything, like they said, okay, let's get together, let's
Yeah.
um, charity events and everything like that. And like the most that I've seen was just outside of Twitch. It was always like, like the Latinx and gaming, even
Mhm.
House and Cafe Cultivar, all that. It was just, there was nothing on Twitch for it. And it's like, bro, even in time of need, like you're not even gonna put something on the front page to,
Yeah.
say, hey, if you want to donate your resources and stuff. So it's just, it was really like the lack of acknowledgement, like the lack of action to support, and really just the bare bones of everything. Just really felt like, like I'm not wanted there as, I am as a person. I'm just really there for like their profit and to make them look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that to me, it kind of like made me a bit more hesitant to stream,
I don't blame
unless
you.
it's like, unless it's like, if it's for my benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like, unless it's for my benefit specifically, like I don't really feel like streaming, like on Twitch like that, or
Mhm.
or I'll do it for
Shit,
my
me either.
community. Like it's just, and I'm pretty sure y'all have seen, like it's like, yeah, I'm only streaming like here and there, but it's like it's just not, you know like I just really, just the one thing, and it was so easy for them to just really, just to provide some kind of support in some way, shape, or form. Like, I'm not asking that every day you do something, but like within your algorithm, within your program. I remember even like I would say 2, 3 years ago,
Mhm.
whenever it was like, Black History Month or Hispanic Heritage Month or whatever, like
Right.
I was getting slammed with recommendations of folks that I wasn't following. There was like emojis, they changed up the pod,
Right.
but it's like nothing. Like this year, there was like, it was so bare bones, and it's like, dude, we're in a post-COVID world at this point, and not if you're doing even less effort when you have more resources. So I don't know, like it left a real sour taste in my mouth, where it's like now I'm kind of more like, unless I'm getting paid for something, don't ask me to do anything for free. That's
Yeah.
just not, you know, you're not worth my time, and I feel like, I know my worth and I know my value,
Mhm.
and I don't feel like I should be, like, hey, do this for clout. It's like, no, you can pay me. That's great. Like, I'm good. I don't feel like, bolstering your name like that if you're not gonna, support me, or, bolster me up, in the way that I thought you would as an entire community. Like I felt the love and everything more from our own community, but it
Yeah.
really, by that's like, I don't want to say that that's like a by default type of thing, but I
Right.
mean, it's like, yeah, of course we're going to be supporting each other. That's what we do. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a big ass platform with all this money and everything, and just, have bullshit things like this. And of course, the level of effort, even across the board. I mean, like I go through this kind of experience, and then, you see, what was it? Uh, the NFL, they changed their N to like the Enya, and it's just like that absolutely makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Oh my god.
I
It's
remember
like
that.
now, you're not now, because it's like, what, now you're like National Football League, like that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah.
they changed colors for like Taco Bell colors and shit. It's
All
like, bro,
right.
like don't do me like that. Like, yeah, we celebrate our Hispanic
That was borderline racist
football
to me.
players. I mean, because it was borderline racist. Like you changed your freaking thing to like you
Taco
know,
Bell colors. Oh
like
my god.
it would have been cool if it was like just as even as a joke with the permission of the MLS or whatever, just to be
Hmm.
like like football, like that. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, some confusion or whatever, but it's like dude, nobody in America calls soccer football, so I mean,
Yeah, actually.
so it would have been cool to just like do it, just to be like, hey, my Hispanic community, whatever. But it's like y'all already didn't do shit. And like
Yeah.
it's funny because like throughout the comment section, the only thing we kept doing was just like ragging on them on how stupid it was. And
Yeah.
they just kept posting like the Yo Quiero Taco Bell dog
Oh
there.
my
Like
god.
it's just like because it's really just like like the lack of effort across the board is just stupid. Like,
Yeah.
Hispanic Heritage Month doesn't mean that it's like, okay, we're gonna put specials on tacos. It's like, no, like that's just
Yeah.
it's like it just shows your ignorance, it shows how much you don't care, and it's
Hmm.
just like it's like appalling but not surprising at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's basically my experience with Hispanic Heritage Month. I honestly felt like there was going to be more going on,
Hmm.
especially with way that everything is being called out everywhere, and it was like, yeah, no, we're just not. We're just gonna do our basic ass efforts and then be happy with it. And no, I'm not happy with that. So yeah, that's not a great experience.
Do you
I wish there
know?
was more done.
Do you know if it was just Twitch that um didn't really show that much effort for Hispanic History Month? Like, do you know if it was like other platforms too, like maybe YouTube and Facebook and what's the other one?
I'm gonna
Mixer.
be
Mixer.
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you.
Hmm.
I, with YouTube, I don't expect it much because they don't really do much on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Like mostly it's like they'll do their Google Doodles, which
Yeah.
they did for that month. Like they had like different folks from
Hmm.
like every day from like different parts of the Hispanic culture. So like they did what they normally did. So
Hmm.
it's like, okay, cool. Like I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna knock on it because like y'all did what y'all do, and you're not going beyond that. But it's like, hey, you know what? You did the thing. Um, and with like Facebook gaming, like it's like I'm not expecting nothing from Facebook. Like no one gives a shit about Facebook, and Facebook doesn't give a shit about no one. So it's
It's
just
true. This is true.
that's just not like with the way that
We're gonna talk about that next week. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not
that
gonna
was the
go into
plan.
it. I'm not gonna go into it, but
Hmm.
I know a whole lot that's going on right now that is just like wow, just wow is all I have to say. Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up next week because it just like started leaking out. I was waiting
Yeah.
for more information.
Hmm.
Yeah, I understand. That's next week's topic on the scroll. Please tune in and subscribe and listen within your favorite channels, be it
Like, share,
Spotify
and
or whatever.
subscribe, baby. Like,
There you
share, and
go.
subscribe.
There you
Rate us
go.
5 stars on Spotify.
Yeah, 5 stars on
Stop.
Spotify. Put in your own opinions. What did
Because
you look
Boots
forward
is a
to?
5-star chick. She's a
Yeah,
5-star chick.
and
um. Okay. Thanks,
yeah,
Papito. I'm glad you expressed yourself because I know you wanted to get that out, and I've
yeah,
been
and
meaning
I'm
to.
glad for the platform to be able to get that off my chest. It's been holding on to it. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna wait. I gotta get it on the scroll.
Yeah, because I was. Yeah, I know, and I know it's been like weeks and since we had like started recording again, so I wanted to make sure
Yeah,
like no, we got to get Papito first because I know he like
yeah.
that was a lot.
It's all
Um.
good. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. So last thing I wanted to mention actually, which I actually forgot to put in the notes is, so the other day, Kidder had sent us a link to a cookbook. It was made by this group called Brown Girl Gamer Code. You can go to their website, browngirlgamercode.com. It's basically just a group of brown and black women that, just code and play video
Kill it
games
in
and
the
things like
game.
that. Yeah. And they made a cookbook. And I had to print it out because it looked great. And I was looking at some of the recipes and I was just like, oh my God, I need to like make some of these. Some of the things that I saw that I like, there's a recipe for breakfast sliders. There's a recipe for crawfish etouffee. And
Oh,
like each of the recipes at the top left, it puts like the person's username or like gamer name. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So Breakfast Slides was made by Blaze at Midnight. The Crawfish Etouffee was made by Pop No Tarts. And
Oh,
even Kidder has a recipe in here. She has a recipe for cookies. Let me see if I got this right. I think it's just, yep, it's for cookies. Kidder Cat made a recipe for cookies in this cookbook. So
Kidder Cat cookies.
it's just called cookies. That's what it says. But her
uh,
name's at the top. But there's like 3 cocktails back here too, and I was just like, oh my god, I need this. And,
oh, let's go. All
and
right.
there's
Get
a
my copy
recipe.
today.
There's a recipe for coquito in here.
Okay.
Oh shit.
There's which one did I like? Oh, so there's one called Morgan's Spooky Punch. That's made by Morgan of the Leaf, and it looks really simple, and I need to make that like ASAP. Um, and the coquito was made by Valkyrie Vice. So
Oh,
yeah,
shout outs to Val. Oh, shout outs to her. She's awesome.
yeah. So yeah, if anybody gets a chance, go to browngirlgamercode.com, and then you can just download their cookbook. It's in PDF form, so you should be able to easily print that out if you want.
Double check that website. We'll put the website in the description on Spotify.
Yeah.
And then you can go ahead and click that and take you to the cookbook.
Mhm. All right. So that's all I have for the general news. Do you guys have anything else that you want to talk about?
No general news.
All right.
And as far as like what games y'all playing or whatever, or
There's a break though.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
and it is browngirlgamercode.com.
Yep.
No, that's the website, but the cookbook.
Right.
I went there. I just was on the website.
No, it is. I think you have to look in like the center of the page. I was confused like finding it too, but I found it. It's like at the top. I'll explain it after the break though.
That's why I was supposed to put the link in the description.
Yeah, that works too. We can do that. All right. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Frank Grouch here. Welcome back to the Scroll. Lilac Boots, Papito, our co-host today. Papito, I know we jumped into it kind of hot. Before we go a little further, can you tell the people about yourself? This is your first time on here, so I believe. So
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's the second time.
Yeah, second time.
It's
Yeah, but it's been a while. Yeah. Yeah,
There's been some accomplishments that he's had.
Oh yeah.
And we just want to give you a
I've had
chance to
accomplishments?
refresh the resume. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole soundtrack was released. Remember?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. So all right. So check this out, right? So again, I'm Papito. If you want to know more about me, go to Papito208.com. So I guess I'm also a game developer now because I've been helping Kidder Cat. That we've been working on the visual novel
Yay.
called Light Rock. If you can follow us on
Twitter.
follow us on the Twitters and everywhere. Like basically, like it's weird because you grew up playing video games and thinking, I would love to make a game one day, right? And then next thing you know, it's like you got the opportunity to actually do it. It's like, oh wait, I'm actually doing a game. So it's if you want to follow us on Twitter with Big Little Bears, that's the name of the company. And it's I made a soundtrack. Kidder Cat and I, we kind of got together and
Fuego.
started learning how to make music and such. And the vibe is really best way I could describe it is like 80s synthwave, neon. Like basically like big hair. All 80s vibes is basically what we're going for the soundtrack. It's also available on Spotify too. So
Yep.
you can look up, Light Rock. Where it's wild because like Kidder and I are artists on Spotify. So even if you look up Papito208 or if you look up Kidder Cat on Spotify, you'll find us there, and then you'll be able to listen to the soundtrack. Which is it's fire so far. And, like,
Very good.
So good.
We're there's of course gonna be more, but we wanted to we got a demo out for the game. So like if you go to lightrockgame.card, that's CARD.co, you'll be able to go to the site for the game, which allows you to see the demos, see some behind the scenes, have all the links for the music. If you want to grab some merch or donate to the game, you can do that as well. If you want to stream the game, by all means let us know so that we can pop in and chat, so be able to see your reactions and everything like that. But so far, the vibes and the reactions from everyone who's played the game and listened to the music has been very positive so far. So I appreciate everybody for that. as far as like a release date goes and everything, we're still working on it because it's still in development. But the hype has been there, and within the inner circle we talked about so far, and it's like what, let's just go ahead and release a demo, and people have been loving it. So just stay tuned. Make sure to follow us. Get up on the news and everything, and yeah, that's kind of like the biggest news I would say so far. I guess it's been going on. Like it's weird. It's hard for me to talk about myself because like y'all say big accomplishments, and I'm just like it's just a regular everyday thing. Um, but
It's
like I've
still
been doing
cool.
more, some more video editing on my own. Trying to make myself out, put my skills out there. Where it's like it's a big passion of mine. So thankfully, I'm thankful for a bunch of like some Facebook partners and Twitch partners that allow me to edit their videos. Like
I
they
have
have.
some clips to get to you on when it dropped, and you know I have the stuff.
Oh yeah, I know you got clips. I know you got clips. But yeah, like it's cool because it's weird because for the most part it's been like women of color that I've been helping out. So like
Ow.
I am eye candy on Twitch. Um, who else? Riri the Beast. She's a Facebook partner, but now she's going towards uh Twitch, and I want to say the name right. The way it's kind of spelled out, it's kind of like calling the bomb whore. She's like a big Call of Duty player. Like
Nice.
she's like super active in COD, and I think she kind of like not fell out, but I think she stopped playing for a bit. But she basically used to play COD competitively like crazy,
Oh wow.
and she's part of I think she's part of like Lil Durk's gaming team right now. So like there's been
Hmm.
some clips that I've been helping her out on. She's like, hey, can you just make it work? And so far she's been liking it, so that's been cool. Um, so yeah, like it's been fun to basically get into my passions and stuff, and getting compensated for it. Hopefully, try to make it to a big thing. I'm working on some things on myself to kind of make it into like a little business, but more on that soon. But that's why I say follow me Papito208.com and Papito208 basically everywhere. Um, and yeah,
Twitch is I am Papito. I am underscore Papito208.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I'm part of the I am gaming team. So like Candy liked my editing stuff so much, she's like, yeah, I want you to be part of the team. So
Nice.
like that's like I'm part of her like group. She like because she's partner, she has her um Twitch group and such. So like if you go to try to find the I am gaming team, like I'm under that as well. So it's been good stuff all around. Just making sure that I have a lot of action speak for itself. You know. Um, I guess I don't know if you guys, I need you guys' help as far as like what other big things I've been doing because I don't it's hard to talk about myself, man.
No, it's
So
okay.
just
Yeah,
um,
I mean, pretty much everything that especially stuff I've been paying attention to. Definitely the video editing. Definitely the album on Spotify is crazy. I love it. It's on my playlist.
yeah.
Um,
It's
and
wild because like Kitty Cat was my top female artist for my Spotify rap next to Beyonce.
oh wow.
So yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
That's funny.
Mhm.
but yeah, it's a nice line to say like yeah. So my top female artist is Beyonce. So that was cool.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think that's so dope. I'm so glad that you're getting your you know, your your gaming life together.
Yeah, like
Um.
I'm trying. Like it's just again going back to all the things that I spoke on before, and the way that let's be honest, though, society is not really treating folks of color properly, and it's just
Yep.
like what, I'm just gonna just take matters into my own hands and just make my own destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like COVID really brought that about in
Yep.
regards to letting folks kind of hone in and focus on their talents. There's been a lot of things going on personal as well, but it's like what, like at the end of the day, like what do what are we striving for? What are we working on? So we got the scroll. Everybody's going into their talents. Everybody. So it's like if that's what everybody's doing, why not? Why don't I kind of focus on myself a bit? And so my gaming PC, which is also my video editing rig, um, and let's just go ham. And so far, it's been going good.
That's awesome. Great. Um, so there's actually one piece of news that I forgot to mention before we went on break. I mean, I don't know if you guys care about this. I mean, I personally didn't because I wear deodorant. But so apparently Nintendo issues a full statement over Smash World Tour cancellation. So yes,
Oh my gosh, I have some. Oh yeah, I got.
so the
I
20
got. Yes.
so basically, days after news that Smash World Tour would be canceling its final 2022 championship and 2023 tour, Nintendo has offered a lengthy statement of the decision to not offer Smash World Tour a license to host Smash Brother events. I'm not gonna read this statement because it's just one of those blah blah blah. Well, they didn't really belong to us. Blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. Who cares? Blah. Like that's what they basically said. Um,
Basically.
that's like the most basic I could possibly bring it to. I'm not a Smash Brothers player. I haven't played Smash Brothers in years, honestly.
I can get into it if you want me to.
I mean, no, go ahead. Yeah, do whatever
Yeah.
information you got, bring
Yeah,
it.
so basically, like Smash World Tour is like one of the organizers that it's like unofficially licensed,
hmm
like unofficial, but it's like they do their best that even though they're unofficial, that they stay within the realms of the rules to be an official partner of Smash Brothers, right?
Okay.
So throughout the years, they've been like raising money. I mean, I think this was gonna be like the biggest dollar amount that they were gonna be able to give out because it was like $250,000 almost.
Wow.
That they were going to be able to give out in like prizes, not
Wow.
including everything that and they because they have partners, they have
hmm
everything, and but like throughout the year, like they it's a lengthy blog post that they posted up, but like to kind of really summarize is that throughout the year, they basically kept going to Nintendo and talking to Nintendo directly, saying, "Hey, are we cool? Are we good? Like, is it okay for us to keep going?"
Like trying to
Nintendo
be
for the
more official, basically.
well, they were. It's really more of like,
Oh,
you
just making
know,
sure they're not breaking the rules.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it was really more on the fact that it's like I think they were trying to. I think they were trying to get partner, but it was like I don't know. It's either they kept getting denied or something. Maybe they have like super high standards or whatever. But
Okay.
basically, Nintendo like they had close communications with Nintendo like throughout months or like years, honestly, and just saying, "Hey, we good? Is there anything we need to do?" And then, for the most part, Nintendo has been like, "Nah, y'all perfect, y'all good." And then, but Nintendo partnered up with Panda Official to, have their official Smash tournaments and stuff like that. Licensed by Nintendo, whatever the case may be.
Right.
And then what happened was that the CEO of Panda kept kind of bad mouthing Smash World Tour throughout the year, saying that they're not going to be able to host events in 2022, and they're not going to be able to do it for 2023, like throughout the whole year. And so like Smash World Tour was hearing about this, and they're coming up to Nintendo, and they're like, Nintendo's like, no, we're good. That's not in our plans. You and I are straight. Then fast forward to like near the end of the year, and like they're like, hey, I think that what they were trying to do is get officially licensed before they announced, that they were going to have this tournament, but they didn't get it, so they felt forced to announce it because I think Panda
hmm
Global was also announcing theirs, so it's like, hey, we have ours too, that they were kind of forced to announce it. So, but even though they were forced to announce it, what they felt like to make sure that they still got the hype, Nintendo was still like, no, you're good. We understand why you had to announce it. It's fine. We're not. They're not conflicting each other. The dates are different. The events are different. The hype is different. It's whatever. But then, like as the year kept going on, like their communication with Nintendo kept going slower and slower, 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 slower. And it's like, hey, are we still good? And Nintendo, for the most part, was just like, okay. Then it was like the day before Thanksgiving, and
hmm
Nintendo told them that they're not that they can be partnered, and basically let them know like, hey, we're not licensing this, and you can't operate.
Wow.
Like the day before Thanksgiving. It was the day before Thanksgiving. This was like maybe like I think like 2 weeks or so
Yeah.
before they were actually going to have the tournament. So of course, Smash World Tour was just like, we got to cancel it. Like,
hmm
we got to cancel it because we're not, they're saying that not to operate. And then they also canceled. They said that they could not only for 2022, but also for Nintendo said for 2023 that that they can't operate. And so, they had to cancel it, and Nintendo's trying to be like, "Oh, I don't know why you guys canceled it. We just said you can't operate." It's like you're not making any sense.
Yeah.
Not making any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you telling me that from the official company that you can't operate and do things but then you're like, oh well, it's just that you have to be licensed, whatever. But like throughout the whole year, like if you go to that blog post and everything, throughout the whole year,
Uh-huh.
Nintendo has constantly, and they've got know what they people are knowing each other on first name basis, saying that, oh no, um, you're good, you're good, you're good, and then literally the day before Thanksgiving, they got a phone call and they're like, okay, cool. But it's like the phone call immediately was just like lawyers talking, saying that
Wow.
they're not able to, to do it. So it's just messed up because it's like, dude, all these partners and all this stuff that have been donating money, people who have donated money, people who have, you know, he got their time slotted, taken off for work and all this stuff to,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
participate and all that,
Yep.
all these repercussions. And it's like we can't, what you want us to do, but we can't do anything about it. And the Nintendo statement is basically that, hey, we just want, y'all just have to be licensed, y'all just have to be licensed, and we're not. What Nintendo was saying is that they weren't requiring that they cancel because of the impact, and that you know that Smash Bros. Tour could have still done
Yeah.
it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just like I think it was Smash Bros. Tour because they're doing their best to play with the rules and everything like that. They don't want any legal infringement or anything like
Yeah.
that if they were to still operate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they still want to have good standings with Nintendo and all, for the future. But it's like, yeah, 2022, 2023, they're basically fucked.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that it happened like super last minute, and they're trying to say that, oh, you could still. It's like I think because of the last minute decision that the Nintendo was just like, oh, you can still go about it, but
Right.
the last thing they wanted was for like Panda Official or for anyone to do something that because they still did the event, that they get in trouble for it. Like it's like, nah, we're not taking that risk. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Someone tells you that you can't operate and then you still do something even though they said that it's cool. It's like, bro, the whole year you said we was fine.
Yeah.
You told me that we were fine the whole year, and then now you're saying it's not fine. But then you're going to tell me that it's fine for me to run my event, only for the future to you potentially being, no, it's not fine, just like how you did me just now the day before fucking Thanksgiving. No,
Yeah.
not
They
gonna do
just
that.
that was petty for them to pull out at the last minute. So,
No,
because if they knew that something was wrong, if anything, they should have just pulled the plug on whoever was being inappropriate. I mean, not the whole
yep,
thing. There's other people that work there. Like, come on. But
exactly. So it's really just a matter of just once again Nintendo just not knowing how to play nice when it comes to their community. Like it's just really like there's been so many things that are among the Smash community that has been like completely messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Deodorant wise. Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, honestly, there's been a lot of controversy in regards to a lot of like Smash players and such, even like for
Mm-hmm.
the past couple of years that I'm just like not gonna get into because that's just a whole another can of worms.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's just really how much Nintendo doesn't like. It's like they don't know how to deal with their own community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, something as simple as like um streaming certain games, like they'll get tagged on, or like because of whatever reasoning. Like it's like there's folks who do like Nintendo things. I honestly don't know how is it that they're able to monetize anything because there's so many like restrictions, or there's so many things that at the last minute Nintendo's just like, nope, we're not gonna do it. Like something as simple as like, oh, because the music that's there, you can't stream it, or you can't stream certain things or certain areas of the game within a certain time, and this, that, and the
Yeah.
third, or you're gonna get copyright strikes. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, no, 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 no. I'm not. You're not doing that to me. I'd rather
Yeah.
it's so messed up because it's like so no matter how much they say that they care about it or whatever, they care about the community, their actions always speak otherwise. Even if it's something as simple as like, hey, let's get a Smash tournament together or whatever, and it's like, no, you can't do it because you don't meet the standards. Like, what standards then? Then make me be officially licensed, and it's like, no, we're not going to do that. So then, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Ain't
Like,
nobody got time to be flying to LA all the time for a Smash tournament, man. Have
Yeah.
a
But,
local
but I
drone.
mean, it's also like the major reason. It's like even like Evo, like Smash is not on Evo because it's just like, bro, like first and foremost, we're not gonna deal with Nintendo like that. Number one, number two,
So.
as big as the Smash community is, your online is still doo doo garbage. So it's
Big
just like,
trash.
no, like we're not, and you do nothing to fix it, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
the other big problem. It's like there's so many things that like you're like as far as like Nintendo's like standards really only are as high for their Mario games for like anything else that's outside of like mainstream like Mario games. It's like you don't give a shit, like you don't do anything, you throw it out there and you know you're going to get money for it and everyone just keeps putting money
or
into it because of
or Zelda.
nostalgia. Not even Zelda, because Zelda all you're doing is just like um all you're really doing is just re-releasing the same fucking Zeldas over and over. So it's just like and that's a whole another thing. It's like I'm gonna be dead ass honest.
Hmm.
If any other company was doing everything that Nintendo was doing, they'd get so much shit for it. Like if
Yeah.
EA does something as simple as like, oh, we're re-releasing Dead Space for $10 more. It's like
Hmm.
you sons of bitches. What the hell? Like fuck EA. This, that, and the third. Blah blah blah. But like Nintendo is out here literally selling Mario Kart mobile stage levels at the
Yeah.
same quality of like an Android phone,
Hmm.
and y'all still paying 30 fucking dollars for it, and still saying, "Yeah, this is the best thing ever." It's like it's like there's no grass on
Yeah.
the damn racing things. Like it's like I'd rather still bust out my Nintendo 64 and play shit if you're not gonna put this level of quality on it. You know?
The
Yeah, EA
the
gets cursed out every
chokehold.
week, so I'm not even. Yeah, we can't even
So
get to
like it's funny. It's funny that you mentioned the chokehold that Nintendo has over people because Pokemon just dropped.
I have other opinions on that too, and I'm fucking playing it right now as we speak. Which is like I'm a big time Pokemon player. I at the point where I was like even battling online and doing this shit. I'm still planning on doing that myself because the thing is like I'm gonna be dead ass honest. This new Pokemon that came out,
hmm.
it's probably the best Pokemon game that they've ever done,
Oh wow,
and that is no cap. That's no
wow.
cap. And I'm outside of the technical issues, which I'll get into in a minute.
Uh huh.
But like
Well, it just
like
released though.
yeah, I mean it's like well I can't even give that excuse and I'll explain it a little bit. But
Hmm.
um like the mechanics in the game, the way that the fighting is done, the open worldness, the way that how easy it is right now to make your Pokemon, competitive ready, the events that they be having going on.
Hmm.
Like even the story itself, which is normally like such a back burner thing in Pokemon because no one gives a shit about it, was actually really good. Like
Wow.
the characters weren't annoying. Um, not, I mean, because like the lot of always the protagonist, have always been kind of annoying, but it's just been like it's good. I'm just gonna say it like that. Everything about it around it surrounding it is good, but like the technical things around this motherfucking game
Hmm.
is this is the worst fucking Switch game I've played on this goddamn console. That is, it makes absolutely no fucking sense as to like how is it that Nintendo said, yeah, this is good. Like
Oh my god.
there's frame drops, like it barely holds 30 frames per second.
Oh
There's
man.
frame drops freaking everywhere. Like I have a video that I haven't posted it yet where it's like there was a Pokemon that was a bit far, but
Hmm.
because it was like in a certain light, I could see the fucking like in fighting games how they have those frame boxes. I was
Yeah.
able to see the goddamn frame boxes on the game. Something like it's just there's so many rudimentary things that on a fundamental level that we've had since like yes, something as simple as like if you put your Pokemon to sleep, they close their eyes and look like they're sleeping.
Hmm.
They have to update the damn game to have that feature there. On launch, it was like they looked like the eyes were still wide ass open and looking at you like they were still awake. But
Dead-eyed Pokemon.
yeah, well, so it's things like that where it's like you know, constant frame drops for absolutely no fucking reason. Pokemon are running in and out of the battle. Like I can see the bot. Like I was able to see certain parts of the game because the camera clipped through the level, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that was down there. At least now I know. Like part of the end of the game, I was able to see it, but even though I wasn't there yet because it clipped through. So like, and even as I was playing like just now, I got caught in the middle of a mountain, and the game had to kind of like fade to black and then reopen itself so that it can put me back on the ground because it noticed that I was stuck. Like
Wow.
it's like on a technical level, this is like the worst game that Pokemon has ever had, and they know it so much to the point where they even acknowledge that they have to do updates for it to
Updates.
improve.
Yeah.
Like and it's bad. Like, animations don't work, certain music doesn't trigger.
Oof.
Even like the biggest thing, which is like the rays that they have going on, like the camera would cut. So like, like in video games, whenever they do things at a different angle or whatever, it's just them doing the shit, but it's just the camera doing the fancy shit, right?
Mhm.
But like what ends up happening a lot is that the camera would not work. So like you can see how like they made everything disappear and how the character is just there like doing weird ass animations and shit based off of like, oh, they're not seeing this because the camera angle is weird, but I see it because the camera got fucked up. So it's like the Pokemon would disappear as like the Pokemon's powering up, and then
Mhm.
it just pop. They just pop right back in as you're doing the raise. The HP is not accurate because it's like it shows you doing the attack, but then the HP doesn't work, but then it does work. So you can't tell if you actually like if it registered or not, or how strong your Pokemon are. Like it's so weird. And like it legit just shows the age of the Switch, and it's literally one of those things where I honestly and truly I want Nintendo to do what Sega did and just be like we're a third party company and just put their shit on PC or everywhere else because the care of their technology even
Mhm.
is so last century. It's like because it's like I bet you right now if they do like an upgraded console or whatever,
Uh huh.
it's like okay, cool, congratulations, we're finally doing 60 frames and everyone's out there doing like 8K and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like like they finally got fucking Wi-Fi on their consoles to work a little bit good, but like their servers are trash.
Yeah.
Like we're barely getting like it's and the fact that what really pisses me off the most, and I'm gonna end it right here because I feel like I'm taking too much time.
It's okay.
It's just it's a first party fucking game. It's a first party fucking game. Like even if it's a Pokemon company or whatever,
Oh
no,
yeah, it's their shit. Yeah.
it's a Nintendo company.
Right.
It's a Nintendo company, and like they've had third party companies, like do other games like Luigi Mansion and Mario Strikers and all that stuff, and it's like you see how it works perfectly fine. But then it's like you get this, and it's like this is the first party game, and this is the quality of gaming that I get, and it's so bad to the point where I'm going back to considering just skipping generations like I've done before. It's like I'm not excited if it's on the Switch. I am not excited for whatever the next Pokemon game is, especially when you go from Pokemon Arceus, which had its open world thing, and then you go to Pokemon Scarlet, which is like worse than Arceus. It's like I thought this was supposed to be a forward progression, not a regression. And so it's just like I'm not excited for the future of Pokemon unless it's like on PC or if it's on a very upgraded hardware. But like this Switch,
Yeah.
it can't. It's showing its age and it sucks. I'm sorry. Like it's just I hate it because again from a everything perspective, it's probably everything that Pokemon fans wanted as far as like open world and like like you're riding around and it's like there's no random battles. Like
Mhm.
you could literally have your Pokemon out like beating the shit out of Pokemon in quick battle if you want to farm items and shit. So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dope, but it just it's egregious like how bad this game can get. Like there's a certain area of the game. I'm gonna finish it with this one again. I'm sorry,
It's
but
okay.
there's a legit one area of the game that like everyone and their mother is just like I don't even feel like going there because the frame drops so damn fucking bad.
Wow.
Like it's I go there and no matter even if I got it docked, it's like, yeah, this is like 15, 20 frames or slideshow material because there's so many Pokemon here and there's like water effects and all this other stuff. But it's like the one place where you can get a bunch of like dragons and stuff. And it's just like I don't want to go there. I would rather have someone trade the Pokemon that are in that area and just instead of going there. Like it's bad. It's really bad technologically wise.
Wow.
Like nah, it's unforgivable. It's sad, and Nintendo has to like let Miyamoto do a Pokemon game for Christ's sake. It's just nah. I need that Nintendo seal of approval to get a Pokemon game before I get it again because I can't do this. This is unacceptable.
All right.
Well,
Sorry,
I,
I
I,
got
I,
a little passionate there.
It's
My bad.
okay.
all I
No,
wanted
it's
to do was
fine.
get a team of ghost Pokemon and just fight people with the scary monsters. That's all I wanted to do, man.
You can, but it's like I'm gonna tell you, it's like it's just it's really just I love this game. I
Is it
do like
worth it?
if you've been playing Pokemon, it's definitely worth it. It's fun.
Okay.
I again, like everything about the game is literally everything I want. I mean, it even like there's like what there's they even reference like the old Pokemon games in a certain way, and I don't want to spoil it because
Mhm.
it's kind of like a neat Easter egg. But it's
Okay.
like it's cool. Like there's been love poured into this game, and like like the traversal is cool and easy. It's fun. Fast travel's fine. The story is great. The mechanics are great. Like everything is so like streamlined where it's like like if you want to have like if you want to go online and have some competitive ass Pokemon, it really doesn't take long. Like like right now they have a 7-star Charizard raid, which is supposed to be like hyper difficult, and I was able to basically get my Pokemon raid ready in like an hour, because it's like like every Pokemon is one of those games where it's like it looks simple, but there's a lot of mechanics behind it, like effort
Yeah.
value, the natures, and positive minus mathematical shit,
Mhm.
which is like my crutch because ask Frank how much I'm addicted to shit like that.
Your next Papito,
Yeah,
baby. Gonna figure it
like
out.
like min maxing. Is this going to give me like that one extra attack stat so that I can take it
Yeah.
out in one shot instead of two?
I
You know
know
what I'm
someone
saying?
like that too.
So like it's cool because it's super easy to do it now. Whereas before in Pokemon games it would take hours, right? But so like it's everything that Pokemon fans want. And it's like, wow, this is a terribly mechanical game. And it's like if you want a game that shows off how much the Switch is old, this is the game. And it's really sad to say because they really could have done better. And I would dead ass expect this from like a third party company that's trying to get like a cash grab or something.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is coming from like the Pokemon company, like Nintendo themselves, like people who have the insights on how the Switch works and how to make things proper, you can't tell me that I'm not expecting 60 frames either. I'm like just get it nice and stable
Right.
to run, but it's like just little shit like that. But it's like, dude, it's like I'm literally like I deserve better. Pokemon fans, like seriously, like Pokemon fans deserve better because like literally everything in this game has been great. If you talk to anybody who plays the Switch who's been playing it, and it's like, yo,
Mhm.
I love it, but it's like, dude, I'm getting like, and it's super noticeable frame drops, and like even like the textures to make up the mountains and stuff, you can tell that they're literally copying and pasting the same like 8
Wow.
blocks. It's bad, like it's horrible, and but it's just like, like I love the gameplay. Like it's like this is one of those games where like the gameplay completely trumps the graphics
Yeah.
because god damn that's god fucking damn. And this is why it's been getting like sevens across the board because it's like everybody is just like this game is really fucking great, but I cannot forgive the graphical and technological shit in this game. It's super even to somebody that doesn't care about frame rates and stuff. When
Mhm.
you just like stop running in the middle of nowhere and then just continue running because Pokemon are loading in and like it's just
Oh damn.
yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, everybody deserves better. Like I don't. If you're like not into Pokemon, if shit like that really bothers you, like the
Mhm.
frame drops and stuff, I'm like nah, just steer clear. Steer clear.
I might just do it for the content. Because, I mean, I might just stream it. Like, just set the whole thing up and play the Pokemon on stream and just run it for the content.
I
Whatever
mean, yeah,
happens, happens.
yeah. I mean, for those who if it's like your first time playing Pokemon, is always I always find it super cool to see people who haven't played Pokemon play it and understand the mechanics, like the type matching and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, it's just like even right now, like as I'm catching a Pokemon, like it zooms in on the terrain and it's like this looks so fucking muddy.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right.
Sorry. All
All
right.
right.
So TLDR, the game is great. The technological stuff is not.
Graphics are ass.
We need a Switch Pro or a new Switch. Nintendo, get it together.
All right.
That's it.
What about Frank? You said you were playing God of War.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh.
We're gonna take another short break, and then we'll come back and wrap it up with a little bit about God of War and what's out for December.
Positivity.
Yeah, wrap it up with God of War for in Game Pass.
Well, my review for what I was gonna play is kind of negative, so I mean, we can get it out now. We do.
There we go. See, reviews are what we've been playing. Reviews are coming up after this break, and then we'll be right back. Yeah.
Hey guys, just want to give a quick shout out to Kidder Cat. She sells candles and wax melts. They are made of 100% all natural soy wax. It is a Black woman owned and operated business. You can buy her candles at terran-made.com. That's TERRAN-MADE.com. Also, if you love rap music as much as I do, please listen to the album 168 by Ziggy. It is available now on Bandcamp. I listened to the whole album and I really appreciate it. Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are 2 tracks on the album. So please go get that while you can. We'll be right back. And we're back. So we just finished reviewing Pokemon. Wait, which one was it? The Scarlet or Violet? Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Pokemon Scarlet / Violet. And then Frank, you said you wanted to review God of War.
Yeah, I just beat God of War. It's really good.
Ragnarok, right?
Yes, Ragnarok.
Okay.
I give it a 9 out of 10. I don't know why I wouldn't give it a 10, but maybe, I don't know, like lack of, for me, the replay value for it, just doing the same thing over again, New Game Plus is kind of but that's a personal thing because I'm just doing the same thing twice. Like, it's not, nothing changes. Like, at least, you know, like some games have like different story paths you can follow, but yeah, you can't really change much in this. But either way, 9 out of 10, very good game. Combat, of course, is solid. The art is it looks phenomenal. The music, the sound, it's all great. It's very well acted. I understand why it was nominated for Game of the Year. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because anything else is spoilers. The axe is great. The moves is great. It's fun. It's awesome. It hits you in the feels. It's great. It's a good game. So you should check it out.
Okay.
9 scrolls
out of 10.
Scrolls out of 10.
So I guess what's one thing? What's one of the best things about it, and what's one of the things you don't like about it?
Yeah.
Combat, and I guess one thing I don't like about it is it's all of it is story based. Like everything is based on a story.
Okay.
All the time. Like there's no real free. Like
it's not really open world like you say it is.
I don't care about it not being open world, but it's all tied to a story. Like I guess the biggest thing would be like the amount of collectibles. Like at this point, like why is it so many and why are they all hidden? Please stop doing this to us. I understand some of them. Like I get the treasure chests. I understand. That's fine. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's still so many collectibles. Like come on.
Well, let me ask you something because I'm finally playing through the first God of War. Don't yell at me.
I haven't played it either, so don't feel bad.
So like, and then there I got to the part where it's like there's like it's like you get on a boat and you can roll yourself to like different parts of like the game. And so is there at least like a moment like that where it's like it wasn't like I know it's not open world, but it's like I could kind of go like wherever I want.
The boat's back.
This particular storyline. So there's still like side quests.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's side quests all over the place. They're there. Okay. They're not getting rid of those.
No. It's just I know that sometimes with certain games like they try to make it like a bit more focused or whatever for the sequel. So I didn't know if that was like still there or if that's what you meant by like how it's all story based.
What I mean is like it's just like everything you do is tied to the overall story of the game, which is fine. It's just there's nothing like I can't just go like to just like I don't know. It's weird. Like it's not like no combat arenas. Like even the combat arenas are story based. Like it's like there's no boss rush mode or anything. It's just all based on the same story, which is fine
Okay.
because that's what the game is. I know what I'm playing, but it's just I guess that'd be the only knock on it. Like, or I guess the lack of fast travel, like true fast travel. Like if I go deep into a dungeon, I can't just like quick exit out once I'm done. I guess that would be like my biggest beef. But like you have to like backtrack to like a portal, which is fine. Again, it's fine. Like, I'm not. These aren't hateable things. I'm just. If I had to complain about it, this is what I'm complaining about.
Small inconveniences is all. Like,
yeah, if I had to make a complaint, if you twist my arm about it, this is it. Fast travel.
So then, like the combat compared to like the first one, like how would you feel like it's different?
Much smoother.
Yeah.
I guess by now I don't know, man. Spoiler alert. I guess he doesn't lose his main weapon in the first game. Like if you beat in the first one, he gets the blades back.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the second game. They feel a lot more fluid this time than they did last game, and the axe feels a little more fluid. But you can tell the difference in the weapons. Like you can tell one is faster and one is more of the power type weapon.
Okay.
But it's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. So recently,
there's other stuff.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Too. Like there's other stuff, but like I mean, Atreus is annoying, but he was annoying in the first game. So y'all, if you play God of War, you know what I mean. Atreus, boy, but he's a child. What do you expect? And then so I give it, like I said, 4.5 scrolls out of 5. And I also beat the Stick of Truth because it's the first time I played it. It was a very short game. I guess it encourages replay value because I was looking at the trophies and I'm like, I don't want to play this again. Like there's not much to, again, I did the whole story. I don't want to do it twice, but essentially it's South Park. If you're a South Park fan, it's the South Park video game, but it's also a really good RPG underneath that. Like they don't like make it super intricate like Star Ocean or something, but like it's an RPG in there, but it's basic. It's a very basic RPG, bare bones, but it's very meaty bones. Like like it's not. It's intricate, but it's not like a difficult thought process. So it's if you haven't played it, it's RPG. Yeah, it's got meat. If you haven't played it, I suggest giving it a shot. If you can get it for free. It's not that bad. But if you can get it for cheap, $10, $15, it's worth it.
I think it's on. If you have Ubisoft Plus, I think you can just download it.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth a playthrough. I give that one I guess 3 scrolls out of 5.
Okay.
Okay. So it hit every note it was supposed to hit. There you go. I'm playing the sequel now, so there you go.
Nice.
I forgot there is another game I played, but I'm gonna do that after Boots talks about the game that she's playing.
That's fine. So recently I beat the original Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna talk about it. If you haven't played it yet, too bad. It's been 20 years. Fuck you. So so when the game originally came out, I think it was like 2001. I personally did not own a copy of the game. My best friend's family did. So whenever I went over to her house, I'd watch her and her brothers play it, and every so often I caught some of the scenes. I was like, oh, cool, this character's in it. This, whatever. I'm 10 years old and, I see Disney characters. That's all I really cared about. Right. And I, just like now, I thought Riku was a dick. He was a dick back then, he's a dick now. And so, me playing the game, I was just like, all right, so now I'm looking at it more objectively, and there's one level that I have to, I want to fight over. And I'm glad it was not in Kingdom Hearts 2. That goddamn Tarzan level. First of all.
Oh my god, yes.
First of all, Jesus. There was no reason to have 2 extra areas that mean absolutely nothing in that game. I could see if there was there was a save point in one of them, but it was just yeah, I'm gonna save now because I'm too weary from going to 5 different areas before I got to this point. So yeah, I want to save now. So it's just that that level was frustrating in the sense where I wasn't even mad about Sabor coming out randomly or whatever because I figured I just kind of heightened the danger of that level. I wasn't mad about that. And the boss for that level could have been a little bit better. But just that level was just, oh my god, it wasn't even. It was just that level was really frustrating. I think I low key speed ran through the entire game because some areas were frustrating. I didn't like the mechanics of Sora's Keyblade. That was frustrating. Um, it was just maybe because the game was so old, but it was just it lost
Okay.
like all the lackluster for me from like when it originally came out, and I
Yeah.
was just like, all right, yeah, because that was originally going to be like, oh, I'm going to play this, because I downloaded that in the second. Well, no, I downloaded the final mix, so I was going to play that, and like, oh, I'm just going to play the second one right after, or whatever, and then I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm not playing the second one right now because I'm too pissed at the first one.
Yeah.
I was
That
just like,
first one was rough to go through. Like
yeah, and
it was.
and I was just like, oh, let me play it, because when originally when the sequel came out, I was just like, oh, let me. I actually borrowed the sequel, so I played the sequel for myself, and I know exactly like what happens. So I was just like, I never played the first one. Let me just do this, and I'm just like, damn, I should have just left it alone and kept playing the second one, because I was just like, I like Peter Pan. I like that level. The area where you're at Big Ben in London, that part was gorgeous, and I kind of wish they expanded on that a little bit
Mhm.
more. I did like the Atlantic whatever Little Mermaid level. I loved.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that one, and I wish there was more of Traverse Town. Even though you go back like 3 times, I kind of wish there was more of that. I loved
Mhm.
Coliseum, but I'm biased because I love Hercules, and everywhere else was just like whatever. I
Who
didn't
put the
care.
gladiator?
Basically. So yeah, that was just for me. I'll give it like I guess 3 scrolls out of 5, only because it was just
Yeah.
that Tarzan level was just like I wanted to fight whoever designed that level. Whoever designed that level, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what you had in mind, but that wasn't it. That wasn't it. So more positively, I started playing No Man's Sky, and I regret
Ooh.
not playing it when
Ooh.
they revamped the whole thing, because that game is gorgeous. Oh my god! First of
Mm-hmm.
all, I was like first of all, just from the graphics alone, just like and mind you, I'm not even playing this on like this really great graphic centered computer. I have like I have a gaming laptop, but it's still an i7, so it's still back there. And like I turned the game on, and like as soon as so basically this is not a spoiler because that game doesn't really have a plot, but you're basically like a stranded like space person or a traveler, and your original goal is to try to fix your spaceship to get off of that planet and explore other planets. I already thought the game was gorgeous just from like getting all the materials and stuff, and maybe because I'm just a huge nerd or whatever. But the minute I got back into that spaceship, once it was fixed, and I left the planet, and I went into the freaking space, and I used those pulse lasers, I was like, oh my god! I was like, this
Yeah.
game is
It's
amazing.
amazing.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh my god! I just felt so cool. It felt like I was like really traveling through space. I was like, oh no, I need to explore this planet and this planet. I've been addicted to that game for like the past like 2.5 days. I was just like, oh my god, this game is amazing. I've been if you follow me on Twitter, I've been like tweeting about it. Using hashtag No Man's Sky. If you see like my tweets, then you'll see that I've been playing it. And yeah, that game was great. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
It's wild because like I haven't played it yet, but like literally everyone that I've seen like play it,
Mm-hmm.
it's always like when they go into space, they're like, "Oh my god!"
Because that visual is so cool. It's like it feels like you're really in that spaceship, and then like it just zooms you up into like the middle of space, and it's the coolest shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just oh my god, I love that game right now, and I already like space because before that I was playing a game called Stellaris, which is like
How is that? I've been looking at that.
that's like it's like a management sim type of game, but it's like mixed. It's like No Man's Sky mixed with It's like No Man's Sky mixed with Civilization, kind of, because
Okay.
you basically you start off obviously with our original solar system, or that's if you decide to play as a human. You start off with our original solar system. You already own like you have a federation. You already own the solar system and the planets that you're in. And you basically use science ships to explore the outer reaches of space. So, if another federation or another government or whatever hasn't claimed it, you can claim the planet and the system that it's in by using like construction ships and building star bases, and you just keep expanding. And then obviously you're gonna end up conflicting with the next, like your neighbor's federation or whatever, if it's an AI, and they're going to be like, whoa, 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 you need to go back. So,
Mm.
you know, it's cool. Like you just you're managing the resources of each planet. If you get a little bit further in the game, you can colonize another planet if the planet's
Oh,
atmosphere is good
right.
for humans or other aliens. You can even have other aliens immigrate to Earth or other planets and stuff like that. So
Is that on
yeah,
PC?
yes, it's on Xbox. It's definitely on Xbox, and it's definitely on Xbox Game Pass for PC. So I don't know if it's on. I think it's on Steam. I don't know if it's on PlayStation, but
It's
it's
a,
really
it's
cool.
a, is it Signalis, was it?
Stellaris, S
Stellaris,
T,
Stellaris, okay.
yeah, Stellaris. And it's like No Man's Sky in the sense where like just the exploring part, and also
Oh,
you may have to fight because there's obviously there's going to be some raggedy federation that just doesn't like humans for whatever reason, and they're going to try to invade one of your star bases, and then you just basically have to tell them I don't play that shit and fight back. So
oh, it's on a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Linux, Xbox Cloud Gaming.
yeah, it's
So
just really cool, and it's depending on you can change the map, like you can make it bigger if you feel like the game was a little bit too quick or you felt like the other federation was a little bit
I
too
think I
close.
have this.
Oh yeah, well you should try it. It's kind of cool.
I'm sorry.
It's just more intricate than No Man's Sky because No Man's Sky is like that's a bit more about exploring and just finding materials and stuff for your ship and for yourself. Stellaris is a little bit more detailed. So if all the details kind of make your
Is
eyes
it
gloss
as
over, then
is it as Is it as intricate as Civ 6, or is it just kind of
um,
like
I
the
want to
basis of
say,
Civ, but like it's a little less?
it might be. It's either about the same or it's a little bit more
Okay.
because you have to think about like because with Civ 6, once you have your cities or whatever, and then you have to get sort of materials and stuff.
Mhm.
Um, Stellaris is kind of like that. But once you get materials from whatever area like the planet or the system is in, that's basically it. Like you just have to defend yourself unless you're planning on like conquering the rest of the universe, or you just have to defend yourself from like the AI, and then eventually
Okay.
end up in like some galactic. There's like a galactic what do you call it? Government.
Federation.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you end up joining that, and then you can vote on certain rules and so on and so forth. So it's very similar to Civ 6, but just like the space version, instead of you defending your own country, you're defending like systems.
All right.
But I
I'm
think
down.
it's
I'm gonna fucking play with it. I got that. I'm gonna finish this South Park game and probably play that next.
yeah, it's just more. I think it might be a tad bit more detailed, but it's about the
That's
same
fine.
as Civ 6 though. But yeah, those are
ooh.
my reviews. If you want to go Papito.
Oh yeah, because there's one thing that I'd be remiss to talk about, especially since it was the birthday month. I played Sonic Frontiers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that game, oh man, it's about damn time. We're back, baby. Like Sega's back. Nah, man, like it's one of those games where I can literally recommend to everyone, and it's like I know they're gonna have a good time.
Okay.
It's so they try to do like the whole open world thing, kind of like Breath of the Wild with it,
Mhm.
and it works. Like it just works. It's this is probably another one of those games where, again, from a technical standpoint, like there's like the pop in is ridiculous.
Oh
Like
wow.
there's never, yeah, like there'd be stuff that's literally supposed to be like right in front of you, and like it just pops up. Like it's like, oh snap.
Okay.
But as far as like the sense of speed and everything, like it works. The combat is just wild.
Oh wow.
It looks as flashy as it looks. It's like super simple,
Mhm.
and they made it very accessible friendly. Where it's like, you know what, if you want to automatically make like the special moves that you can do within the combos be done automatically, you can do that. Just all you have to do is just press square to win.
Oh
Um,
nice.
and yeah, because it's like it's not hard. It's like, it's like as you're pressing square, press like the right, go press right and R2, and then this happens, or press left
Right.
and R2, and then, so it's not difficult, but it's literally like, like if you have like if you can't do that, or like, if you got your little brother or sister playing, it's like, yeah, just press square and just fight and you're good.
Mhm.
Um, the the like the cool and then within that is like the way they made it work is like there's like these cyberspace levels,
Mhm.
which are like the more like the speed run type of levels, which is super fun. Like they kind of recall the older games, but not really.
Okay.
So it's like there's parts of the game that feels like it belongs, like that were literally ripped out from like Sonic Adventure 2. But like all the levels, for the most part, they're very short. It's specifically made to be like speed running, and they're adding like more challenges to it. I think within the next year.
Uh huh.
But for the most part, like those levels will last
All
you like
customers.
depending on how fast you go, from like a minute to like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And but like and the overall story is cool. The only negative I have to say about it is that if you were just to play through the main story, it's very light on the story. I mean, you get to do cool stuff like this is not a spoiler because it was in the trailers, but
Okay.
you get to turn into like Super Sonic, and they have like super heavy metal music. Like
Oh, nice.
the soundtrack as always fucking slaps. Like
Yeah.
there's not a Sonic game, and the cool thing, and I'm gonna have to even I have to give Sega a shout out to this. They didn't reuse any of the old songs
Oh,
at all,
nice.
like which is something because the past Sonic games they've been super focused on nostalgia and stuff, and like every single level has their own different music, and it's all like this liquid drum and bass type of joint, and like it's just it works and it slaps.
Wow.
Um, and like traversing through levels is like with the whole rail system or whatever. But like, yeah, so like two negatives I'd give it is that on the third world, you kind of make it a bit cumbersome to get around certain areas until you unlocked everything.
Mhm.
And like everybody feels like they kind of have that kind of feeling. And then the other thing that I was going to try to get to earlier was story wise. If you plow through the main story, like it's good, it's decent, but there's a lot of stuff that's left as optional that a lot of people would really be miss out on if they didn't do it, and it's kind of messed up. I understand why they did it because they didn't want the game to overstay its welcome.
Uh huh.
But there's a lot of um, like Knuckles, Amy, and Tails are in the game that you have to save, right?
Mm.
Of course, Eggman is there, and then like the other protagonists. But it's like the relationship between each character is actually gets pretty deep because they reference um, a lot of like things that happened in other games
Uh huh.
that they may still feel some kind of way about, and they actually talk about it. So it was
Okay.
kind of weird because when I was streaming it, people were thinking that it's like a different voice actor, and it's like no, it's the same voice actor. It's just that it's more serious. Like the story feels more like it's the
Mm.
comic book Sonic
Mhm.
versus the happy-go-lucky Sonic.
Yeah.
Like he still has his moments, but it's like they did a really good job in getting like really deep into some of it feels like they kind of closed the circle on some of the things that like emotionally they couldn't get into because that particular game was a bit too happy with it, like with Sonic Colors and Lost World and even Sonic Adventure. But they get into it within those side characters, and this is like the first time ever that I was not annoyed by Amy. like, like, like I actually like felt for her and what she wanted to like
Yeah.
do at the end. Like she was like, a lot of them was like like once I get out of here, I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna go into it because it's spoiler. But I mean, even
Mhm.
there's even like certain things with like Eggman that I was just like, oh, like that's like I actually felt bad for him.
Mm.
Um, because of a certain thing. But it's just
Yeah.
like I actually like I beat the game and everything, and like I was like legit a little bit sad for him because of some of the stuff that he like had to deal with and go through. And
Mhm.
I was like, damn, like I kind of want that to be expanded more. But if you just plow through it, you miss it. But honestly, I would give it like a good like 8 scrolls out of 10 scrolls,
Okay.
or if you're doing like 5 out, like a good 4 out of 5, because it's like it's a good Sonic game. It's one of those games where it's not good for a Sonic fan. It's just at its core a good game. Like it's fun
Nice.
to play through, and it's about that time that we had a Sonic game, a 3D Sonic game that was like that didn't rely
Hmm.
so much on like platforming because like the past Sonic games, I mean, you know, the good ones were like Sonic Mania, and like they released the Sonic Origins, which is all the old games, which I mean it's cool, but it's like we needed a good 3D Sonic game, and they said that this is going to be like the basis for what
Mhm.
the future Sonic games are going to be, and I am super excited for it.
Nice. Awesome.
But yeah, like I love it so much. Where I'm like playing through the PS4 version of it right now to get the second platinum. But that's just what I do because it's Sonic. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's about it for the reviews. I was gonna go over what games are gonna be releasing on Xbox and PlayStation. Unless you have something else, Frank.
Nope.
Alright, so for Xbox Game Pass, for December 2022, first of all, the main game that I need to mention that's coming out on Xbox Game Pass for PC is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Oh wow!
Yes,
Really?
absolutely. It will come out December 6th, which is this coming Tuesday.
Oh,
So
dope.
it's going to be available for console, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, and Windows PC subscribers, as well as cloud streaming to Xbox Live Ultimate subscribers. And the game will let you play through at the beginning of any trilogy. So, say if you like the prequels the best, the originals the best, or the sequels the best, you can start off with Episode 1, Episode 4, Episode 7. Let's see. Let me see.
I've heard really good things about that.
Oh,
Like,
it's wonderful.
Yeah, even with the combat, like it's more of a third person shooter, which is kind of crazy.
Yes, that's 100% true. And just in case you guys aren't convinced, just go watch the trailer or just watch the intro of it because the intro of that game is amazing. Whoever did the editing needs an award. So, okay. Also, there's also going to be a premium Galactic Edition bundle of characters, which is separate. That's going to add another 30 familiar faces spanning all eras of Star Wars canon, including the recently concluded Andor series on Disney Plus. I still have to watch that. I'm not finished with that.
I started watching that. It's good.
Yeah. So also arriving to Xbox and PC Game Pass this month on December 15th is the very excellent Hot Wheels Unleashed from Milestone. The racer launched in the fall of 2021 and it merges sim-style racing physics with kart racer visuals and courses. The other titles coming to Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass for the first half of December 2022. Anyway, more will be announced, later or next week. Will be Eastward, which is available now for the cloud, console, and PC. The Walking Dead: The Final Season is available on the cloud, console, and PC. Totally Reliable Delivery Service, just PC. Hello Neighbor 2, cloud, console, and PC. That's going to be on the 6th. Chained Echoes, cloud, console, and PC. That will be available on the 8th. Metal Hellsinger, just on the console. That will be available December 8th. High on Life, available on the cloud, console, and PC on December 13th. Potion Craft, which is going to be on the console and PC December 13th. Rainbow Billy, The Curse of the Leviathan, cloud, console, and PC December 15th. And the titles that I'm going to leave is Aliens Fireteam Elite, Breath Edge, Dragon Quest IX, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Firewatch, Lake, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, Neoverse, Record of Lotus War, Deedlit, and Wonder Labyrinth, Rory McIlroy PGA Tour, and Transformers Battlegrounds. So those are the games that are leaving. So the PlayStation games for this month are... what the hell is
your PlayStation for December starting Tuesday. You're going to have Mass Effect Legendary Edition for the PS4 specifically. Biomutant for PS4 and PS5, and also Divine Knockout Founders Edition. So real quick, if you're not familiar, Mass Effect is the Legendary Edition is all three Mass Effects 1, 2, and 3. It's a space RPG with Commander Shepard where you can kind of create yourself to be Commander Shepard and like you build relationships with people. It's pretty good. Older game, EA games, pretty good stuff. Biomutant, you're like a raccoon with like attachments. I'm actually looking forward to Biomutant because I've heard good things. I've also heard bad things, but like they're giving it to me for free, so I can't really complain about it. And Divine Knockout is a fighting game with gods across various pantheons, but it's in the vein of Brawlhalla or Smash Brothers or Multiverses, like a party type arena fighter. Pretty interesting. I'm interested to see how it plays. It's free, so I can't really argue it. And, if you haven't had a chance, Neo 2, the Lego Harry Potter collection, and Heavenly Bodies are leaving on December 5th, which is tomorrow. 11 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday to be exact. So you have a little bit of time, but that's when they're disappearing. So good luck, have fun, and hope to see you there.
Mass Effect
Yes.
is fun. I remember playing through it the first time, and it was great. I gotta I feel like I have to replay it to kind of forgive myself for some of
Yeah.
the actions that I've had because I'm still a little bit salty with the ending of the whole series, but overall the gameplay and the story is just so good. Good lord, I that was like I love Mass Effect as much as Goose likes Dragon Age. I would say
That's a
that. Like
lot.
no, that's because I that game is the kind of game where I had my Xbox 360 hard drive crash twice. First, when I was
Damn.
playing, first after I got all my saves for Mass Effect 1, and second for Mass Effect 2, and I still played through the whole trilogy all over again just to make sure that I had my saves and my characters and my storylines. Like that Xbox hard drive was filled with stuff Mass Effect boy. Like it was, ooh, I fucking love that game.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's it for this week's episode. Don't forget to vote for the Game Awards if you haven't voted yet. Don't forget to answer our question on Spotify. I put up the question, what game do you think is going to take Game of the Year? Happy Dragon Age Day. And I don't know what else. You guys got anything?
I'm going to be getting Evil West and Callisto Protocol, and I'll let you know how they're going next time we record.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
be playing when I get back some Warhammer Dark Tide. I played the beta for it, and
Okay.
I need it yesterday. I'm a little bit mad. Like that was I'm a little bit mad that I'm out of town not playing it
Mm-hmm.
because I really fucking love that game when I was playing
All
it. Super
right.
fun.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Papito, for coming on this week's episode.
Hello.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll see you guys either next week or the week after.